Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unity of New Westminster. Take a look around, meet yourselves. These are your friends, your buddies. This is our church family. We want to welcome those who are online this morning as well. And we want you to sing along with us. And we're hoping soon you'll come and join us right here in this beautiful sanctuary and see all these beautiful smiling faces. Jay's been on coffee this morning. So I'm going to invite you. Oh, this is Jay Krebs on piano. And my name's Leora Cash. Together we're going to stand up and we're going to sing You're Welcome Here, but not too fast. Come on in and sit right down, 'cause you're welcome here. Come on in and sit right down, 'cause you're welcome here. Look around and you will see friendly faces smiling free, spirits, love, and family. Make yourself at home. Raise your voice in a joyful noise, 'cause you're welcome here. Raise your voice in a joyful noise, 'cause you're welcome here. This bright morning filled with song, raise your voice and sing along. Uplift for the whole day long. Make yourself at home. Feel the love with open hands, 'cause you're welcome here. Feel the love with open hands, 'cause you're welcome here. Welcome, welcome, and the love goes in. Today will never happen again. Leave only the happiness you bring. Make yourself at home. Feel free to move that body. Come on in and sit right down, 'cause you're welcome here. Come on in and sit right down, 'cause you're welcome here. Look around and you will see friendly faces smiling free, spirits, love, and family. Make yourself at home. Sounds real good. Raise your voice in a joyful noise, 'cause you're welcome here. Raise your voice in a joyful noise, 'cause you're welcome here. This bright morning filled with song, raise your voice and sing along. Uplift for the whole day long. Make yourself at home. Feel the love with open hands, 'cause you're welcome here. Feel the love
Those two amazing musicians wrote that song, and it's just amazing. Yeah. Yay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of New Westminster. It is so wonderful to see you all on this beautiful spring day. If you are returning to us, having visited before, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. And if you are here for the very first time, a very warm welcome to you. I hope you enjoy your experience with us. And if you are joining us online, then from all of us here at Unity New Westminster in British Columbia, Canada, hello and welcome. One day we'd love to see you in person if you ever come and visit this way. And we're so happy that you're here anyway. I am Reverend Rhona Segarra, and it is my pleasure and privilege to be the minister at this community of love and fun and support and learning and connection. It is an honor to be the minister here. At Unity, we offer empowering ideas for full and abundant living. We draw primarily on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our way shower and example. And we honor and recognize that there is wisdom to be found in song, in story, in poetry, in movies, in our life experience, and most certainly in other faith traditions. All are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. And our goal is to give you ideas so that your life will be calm, contented, and connected. Let us open our service today in a time of centering prayer. We begin by giving thanks. We acknowledge with gratitude that we are on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nation. And we are so grateful to be here in this space and on this land. We are so grateful that we could come together to laugh together, to sing together, to consider ideas for full and abundant living. We embrace the idea that whatever our understanding for God may be, that it is one power, one creative energy in which we all live and breathe and have our being. We are one. And it is from the sense of oneness that we extend a blessing for peace, for love, for contentment, for healing to every being on this planet. Knowing that as part of the one energy, our prayers have energy that make a difference. We uplift all. And for this power, for this intention, for our connection with each other, we give thanks. Amen. And Diane is going to read our daily word for us today. There you go, sweet lady.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning For Sunday, April 21st, the daily word is appreciation. I appreciate the good in my life. When someone admires my efforts or thanks me for something helpful I've done, I'm happy to know I have blessed them, recognizing how good it feels to be appreciated. I remember to express my gratitude and appreciation to the people who have blessed me. I appreciate my friends and family by nurturing those relationships. I appreciate my community by being a responsible citizen. I appreciate the natural beauty of the world by caring for it and taking time to enjoy it. The people, the places, and the things I appreciate become more precious to me as I discover that each reflects God's presence and God's activity in the uniquely beautiful way. I am grateful to have so much to appreciate. Love one another with mutual affection. Undo one another in showing honor. Romans 12:10.
And now we're going to have another congregation song. And I changed the congregation song only last night, but Rhona and everybody got the lyrics up there. Look at that. So let's give it up to Rhona and the team this morning. So if you feel like getting up and want to move your body, by all means do. If you feel like sitting, that's fine too. Clapping your hands is a beautiful thing to do. But we are so blessed. There's so much to appreciate in our lives. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed.
Oh my goodness, that was fun. There's something wonderful about that gospel style of music. It just uplifts the entire room. And now I'm going to ask you to bring it down. Slowly, slowly, gently. Let's move into a time of quiet as we prepare ourselves to hear today's message. If it's comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes. If you prefer to keep them open, then allow your focus to rest gently on a spot in front of you. And become aware that you breathe. Notice your breath as life breathes you in and out. In and out. In and out. And with every breath, allow yourself to sink heavier into whatever is supporting you. A seat, a couch, a bed, a floor. Become aware that you are supported. And notice your thoughts. Give thanks for your thoughts. And allow yourself to sink beneath them. Draw your attention gently to your heart, to your core, to a place deep within you where peace always resides. And imagine peace spreading out from that place and filtering to every part of your body. And from this place of peace, notice your sense of touch, the texture of whatever you're seated on. The texture of your clothing. The feel of the air as it touches your skin. Be with that feeling. Then bring your attention to your hearing. Notice the sounds. the ringing in your ears, the hum of the amplifier, be with your hearing. Draw your attention now to your sense of smell. What do you notice? And now to your sense of taste. What do you notice? In a few moments, we'll open our eyes. And we'll notice colors and vibrancy that we take for granted. I invite you to open your eyes now. And look around. At the people, at the colors, at the beauty that surrounds us every day. And know that this meditation is one of the most powerful ways that we can restore ourselves. To be present to life and the gift that life is. Amen.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here,
When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray.
Thank you. Last week, I spoke about the idea of finding rest and calm in the middle of doing, and we explored the story of Mary and Martha, two sisters who knew and were best friends with Jesus. And Mary ended up doing all the work, and Martha was the one who ended up doing all the work, and Mary sat at Jesus' feet. And Martha was upset, remember? Yeah. And we've all been Martha. And it was so confusing because what Jesus said was, Mary was the person who had the right way. And we explored what that really meant, which is that Mary was centered. She knew what she wanted to do. Seated at the feet of Jesus and the wisdom that Jesus represents. And that if we start with the energy of Mary, then even when we do things, we're going to do it joyfully. And so we spoke about 3 points. Whatever you do, do it cheerfully. You're going to do it anyway. Second, to name it play. And I spoke about how I was on a call and somebody asked a child on the call, what are you going to do today? And they said, play. And it reminded me of this quote that I could not remember who said it, but it was, what are you going to be when you grow up? And the response was, happy. And I found out who it is, John Lennon. And what he said was, that was his response. A teacher or some adult said, "What are you going to be when you grow up?" And he said, "Happy." And the response from this teacher was, "You don't understand the question." And John Lennon's response, "You don't understand life." I don't know if it's really true, but apparently. So that was the step number 2, which is name what you're doing, play, because then it brings a lightness and a feeling of willingness to do something. So play instead of work. And then the last thing we spoke about was being there, being present with whatever we're doing when we're doing it willingly, naming it play. So that was what we spoke about last week, and it was all about the idea that we have to do things. Life demands that we do things, and thank goodness for the doers on the planet. Because otherwise, where would we be? So it's not about not doing things, it's about doing it with the right energy. And today I want to encourage the idea of being without doing, which is a different feeling entirely. We're always on task. I don't know what it's like for you, but I know what it feels like for me, that I check off whatever it is that I'm not doing, and as soon as it's checked off, I am like, what's next on my list? Can anyone relate to that? Yeah. This episode, the very first episode of Seinfeld, anyone seen Seinfeld? The very pilot episode of the entire series. You know, he stands up there and they do an excerpt of him in his stand-up routine. And he says, and I quote this, "Why are we here?" Looking at the group in this comedy club. And he says, "Why are we here? To be out." Out is one of the single most enjoyable experiences you want to go out of life. You want to go out, you get ready, you pick out the clothes, right? You take the shower, you get all ready, you get the cash, you get your friends, the car, the spot, the reservation. It sounds like Seinfeld, although he's way better at doing himself than I am. Then he goes on to say how when you get there, quote, "You're staring around. What do? You go, we got to be getting back." Once you're out, you want to get back. You want to go to sleep. You want to get up. You want to go out again tomorrow. Wherever you are in life, it's my feeling you got to go. I so relate to that when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Why do we do this? Why are we never present to where we are? We're always thinking about our next step. It's as if we're always living for the future and overlooking the gift of the present. And the consequence for us, why do we care about this? I mean, if we do that, that may be fine. So why is it important to notice this? Well, when we're in that place of always looking for what we could and should be doing next, there's sort of the sense of discomfort with where we are. I hate to use the word anxiety, but there's this sort of low grade, and sometimes not even low grade, anxiety about enjoying the moment. And sometimes what happens when we're in that place is it's uncomfortable so much that we want to move on before the time is right. And we can make some horrible decisions because we just want an answer so that we can check it off and move on. So there are times when we have poor problem solving as a result of this tendency to just want to move on to the next thing. It's also exhausting. It's also exhausting because we never stop. Never is a strong word. We sometimes forget to stop and to take a breath and just be. John Lennon, again, one of his most brilliant quotes, "Life is what happens when we're making other plans." So the invitation is to be okay with being less focused on the future, more present to now. It will reduce some of that anxiety. It will lead to better decisions. And it will add more enjoyment because we'll catch the moments that we miss when we're so focused on what we should be doing next. The question is, how? And I'm going to encourage you to consider the idea of adding rest to your routine in 3 ways, or 3 benefits, if you will. One is the power of reflection that comes when we build rest in. One is the power of restoration. And the last is the power of renewal. One is topping up the tank, one is making the tank bigger. So let's look at the first one that I suggested. Add rest to your routine by adding a time of reflection. I found this, which I wrote 4 months into the pandemic. I wrote this. So this would have been about July 2020. 4 months. At times it seems like yesterday, and at times it seems like ages ago. Now, thanks to joint leadership on both our medical and our political fronts, it appears that we have flattened our curve, and although we aren't out of the woods yet, and we don't have a vaccine, life is slowly starting up again. I think about how one day we may long for certain aspects of this time. As we get busier, we may never take the time to acknowledge and appreciate how far we've come. Can you relate to that? 4 years. And I wonder if we have taken the time to acknowledge and appreciate how far we've come. I wonder if our tendency to get right back on the horse and get back on the saddle and just go again like we did has led to this sense of disquiet that seems to be everywhere on the planet. That disquiet which has shown up as irritation and exhaustion and anger and intolerance and polarization. In Genesis, we find the creation story. And in Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, we actually have 2 conflicting creation stories, if you were to look at it literally. For example, in chapter 1, we see that man and women are created at the same time, and they're created after the animals. In chapter 2, man is created first, then the plants and the animals, and then woman. So if you care about the literal translation or the literal story, just know that you've got differences in the story, and it doesn't much matter, in my opinion. The name Adam, by the way, means humankind. It's not a person's name. It comes from the Hebrew Adam, meaning man. Chapter 1 is written sort of in this poetic way. And what we see in that description of day 1, day 2, on the first day God created, on the second day God created, we see that at the end of pretty much every day, God looks at the creation and sees that it is good. If it were me creating the planet, I'd be like, check light, check darkness, move on to water, check on plants. Now animals, let's go, let's go, let's go. Tick-tock. There wouldn't be time to look back and go, wow, that was good. We don't do that. We don't do that. It's like, check, check, check. There's a message in there for me, and I'm guessing that I'm not alone. How often do we take the time at the end of a day or before we move to the next phase of a project or having finished one grade, do we take the time to celebrate and look back and go, it was good? Think back to a major life experience that you may have gone through. Perhaps it was a change in relationship or a job loss or the loss of a loved one. When did you make time to look back at the experience and name it good? And of course there are times when it doesn't feel good. But you overcame, you're here. That's good. So find something good and celebrate it. Add rest to your routine and find a way to reflect on the good in your life. One of the nicest ways to do that is to do it through giving thanks at the end of any part of a project, giving thanks at every meal. Where can you add a time of reflection before you check, check, check onto the next? Next, add rest to your routine so that you can restore your energy. Everybody right now, take a breath and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it for as long as you can. And don't pass out. And what do you discover? That life forces you to take a breath. Think of the importance of that visual, that life is included with inhaling and exhaling. Brene Brown tells the story of being a keynote speaker one night, or a panelist one night, along with a Buddhist nun. And they were doing some sort of a book signing or something. And then there was to be a meet and greet, and then the evening program. And at the end of this book signing, Brene and the nun start chatting, and Brene says, well, I guess I'm off to the meet and greet. By that, I'm feeling tired. And the nun says, well, I'm going to go upstairs and rest. because we've exhaled, we've given, and it is now time to inhale. And I remember, I don't remember all the details, but I remember what Brene said in her book, which was, dang. Because it was like a light went off for her, that was even an option. And that reminds me of the instructions when you go into an airplane. You know, what's the first thing they say about the oxygen mask? If you're traveling with a child, put it on yourself first. And I couldn't figure that out for a while until the light bulb goes off. And of course, if I am not topped up, I will be of no service to anyone else. The same is true in every aspect of our life. There is a time, there is a season for giving and a season for resting and receiving. Inhale and exhale. I saw a perfect example of this at an iftar supper that we attended at Unity of Vancouver with a group of Kurdish Muslims. They are here, actually. They're part of our community on a Friday and a Saturday. But they have grown so big that they don't do their iftar dinners on the weekends here because we don't have the space. But what was amazing to watch is there were maybe 100, maybe more than 100 people there, And there were people who were perfectly comfortable being served, seated and accepting the gift of service from other people. And the people who were giving were equally joyful in their sacred service. And you just know from the way that they did this, that they each take turns, that there is a rhythm to it. An inhale and an exhale. A time to rest and a time to be active. Remember what my dad said. Don't burn the candle at both ends. I can't even tell you how many times he said that. It is an act of self-love to say, not now, I need to rest. Rest enables us to restore our energy. Have you ever thought about that word? Restore? Restore. It's a chance to fill up our tank. And we see this in Jesus' example. Because, remember I mentioned Mary and Martha, who were sisters. Well, their brother was Lazarus. And they were all family friends. And Lazarus got quite ill, and they sent word to Jesus that Lazarus was seriously ill. And what did Jesus do? He took off into the wilderness for 2 days. What do I do if someone says somebody is secretly ill? I'm like, I'm there. Airport. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. And we don't know why Jesus did what he did. But what is true is by the time he came back, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. He was in the tomb. And Jesus came to the tomb, and said, Lazarus, come out. What kind of energy did Jesus have to have topped up that he had the power to do that? Perhaps he knew that he needed to go away to restore himself first, so he could essentially put the oxygen mask on himself so he could be of use to Lazarus. Even when the situation seemed too urgent, Jesus took the time. What can we do when things seem urgent and we just want to react like that, like we always do? Take the time to be still. That meditation that I guided you through today is a perfect example of something that you can do anytime. Just close your eyes, notice what you're thinking, notice what you're smelling, notice what you're feeling, notice the sky, notice everything. It shifts you out of urgency mode, out of reactivity, and into responsibility. Meditation is a powerful way to restore you so that you can be more response-able. And there are so many others. So many other things that you can do to restore yourself. So explore, experiment. For some of us, it restores us to sing, to walk in nature, to paint, to do yoga, to cook, to clean, to pray. Build rest into your routine. Restore yourself. Inhale and exhale. And finally, add rest to your routine by recognizing a Sabbath as much as you are able. Our friends in the Jewish community have an excellent point, you know. From Friday evening until Saturday evening, they take that time and they use it for devotion. Devotion to the people they love, to the God they love. It's a way of renewing and strengthening relationships as well as renewing themselves. My husband Walt, when he was a kid, lived in Brooklyn, and he was hired as a 10, 11-year-old by all the Jewish people in the neighborhood to go in there and turn their stoves on for them, because that was in the day before the Sabbath mode on stoves that they have now, where things get turned on automatically. But I had never even heard of that as like no work means no work. They hadn't listened to my talk about making it play. But what if you could carve out even a half day a week that was devoted to your relationships with yourself, with the people you care about, and with whatever you consider the higher power, which is the highest part of you as well as the creative energy in which we all live. How? Plan it. It doesn't happen by accident. It does take a certain amount of planning, which is why I say add it to your routine. Be willing to accept support from others. Think devotion. And one of the really neat concepts that I've heard is the idea of protecting a part of your day and holding it sacred. For some people, it's protecting their mornings. The first hour or two before they wake up is completely for their own renewal. For others, it might be the last couple of hours of the night, evening. And for others, it might be sometime in the middle of the day. Protect a portion of your day and use it for devotion. There you go. If your life would be enhanced with more calm, more connection, more contentment, then consider the idea of adding rest to your routine. Rest to reflect. Celebrate the small wins and see that they are good. Rest to restore your energy. Remember that life includes the inhale and the exhale. And rest to renew. Carve out some time so that you can be in devotion to yourself, to the people around you, to life itself. Build rest into your routine. Your life will be so much lighter. I bless you.
You'll recognize this one. This one's from Paul Simon, and he tells us to slow down. We move too fast. It's a good reminder. And spring is a hard one to hear that one because there's so many things to do. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last well, kicking down the cobblestones and looking for fun and feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? I doodle-dee-doodle, feeling groovy. Got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and I'm drowsy and I'm ready to sleep. Let the morning time topple all its troubles on, petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last well, just kicking down those cobblestones and looking for fun and feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? I doodle-dee-doodle, feeling groovy. I'm feeling mighty groovy. I got no deeds to do, got no promises to keep. I'm dappled and I'm drowsy and I'm ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy.
Life, I love you. All is groovy. Life, I love you. I'm feeling
There. Oh, I can't believe that. I said troubles. Well, it would appear I need to sit and rest with that. I gotta heal that. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Yes. Okay.
Far out. Woo. All right. Someone once said to me, you know, it looks like you're getting back to the 60s, and I said, I never left. You know, never left. It's the only place to be. So I've got some announcements to make here. Please join us in person and on Zoom tomorrow for Monday meditation from 10:30 to 11:15. We check in with each other, we enjoy a guided meditation, and we read the names of the people on our prayer list. Lots of people on that prayer list. You're going to need 2 pages from now on, I think, the way it's working. To add a person to the prayer list, please fill in the prayer request slip found in your welcome packet with the person's first name and the first initial of the last name. Place it in the offering basket. You can also send us an email or submit a prayer request on our website or app. Join us on Zoom on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for Wisdom Wednesdays, for a discussion about the previous Sunday's message or about anything that is on your mind. We explore and share ideas in a safe and confidential space. The link is on the website, in the weekly email, and on the app. A replay of the talk can be found on our website and on our app. But if you don't have time to watch the talk, feel free to join anyway. The discussions are enriching and enlightening. Potluck, we do the best potluck. So today we're doing it again. And we're celebrating the birthdays in the month. And today we are especially excited to celebrate that Jim Cliff will be 94 tomorrow. Yay! So please plan to stay after service and join us for potluck. Cindy's Art and Karaoke Cafe is going to happen today, okay? So get your art groovy today and get down and do it. Okay. That's after the potluck, so join that. Unity Canada is hosting several spirit groups on Zoom, beginning in the last weeks of April. These are discussion groups which will include people from across the country. They last for several weeks and they cover various topics, including discussions about Unity's 5 basic principles to discussion about the wisdom found in TED Talks and even a cooking group. For more information and to register for any of these free groups, go to unitycanada.org and follow the link to spirit groups, or use the QR code on the screen to link to the information pages. We are grateful for your gifts which support our ministry. Many of us contribute with pre-authorized payments, so if you are not placing anything into the contribution basket today, please bless it silently when it comes to you. and pass the basket along as we sing our blessing song. Please bring to mind something you're grateful for.
I'm so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
And we are indeed so blessed. Thank you for your music, Leora. Thank you, Jay, for your music. So appreciate you. Thank you, Cliff and Ledwina, who are on audio-visual today. I'm so grateful for you. And to Sharon for being our usher today, and for Diane and Ronnie for doing our platform, for whoever is making coffee down there, for whoever has contributed to our week, and that includes each of you. I am so, so grateful, and we are indeed so blessed. Thank you. A special shout out to Cliff and Lyle, who put up a monitor screen at the back, which is a neat idea, because when you're here, you don't know what's going on back there, up there. And so to be able to have that, it just makes it easier for the person who is doing the talk or the musicians. And so Lyle, thank you for pulling that. And thank you also to all of you who joined us at our annual membership meeting last week. We have a new board that has been elected. It includes the old board, because none of our terms expired and we all decided to stay on, which means we've got a great group of people. And we welcome Cindy Noble as our newest board member as well. So on our board, we have Cliff Dellingham. We have, I don't know where he is, Glenn Hall. We have Barb Good. We have Chris, pardon? Oh, yeah, I'm getting there. Barb Good. We have Chris Stamelius, who is not here. We have Richard, who is here, Richard Gardner, who is here. And I feel like I'm missing someone. And now we have Cindy as well. So yay! Let us get into a circle and we sing our peace song and our prayer for protection. Please stay. We're hoping that we can get Jim on Zoom from where he is at Queen's Park Care Center to Zoom in so we can all see him and sing happy birthday to him. Thanks, everyone.
Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God, we are the love of God, we are the power of God, we are the